Welcome to Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. Today, we're going to look at political organizations. Human beings are considered social animals. Being such, they have a natural tendency to join groups. However, considering that individuals have different interests, the tendency towards conflict is as natural as the tendency to join social groups. Thus, there is a need to establish a political system where power structures are defined to ensure that conflicts are managed. It is in this regard that it is important to understand how individuals have organized themselves into social and political groups or communities. Now let's define political organization. Political organization refers to the means by which a society maintains order internally and manages its affairs with other societies externally. Such organization may be relatively uncentralized or centralized. It's the means by which a society maintains social order and reduces social disorder. Now, there are four types of political organization. We have the band, tribe, chiefdom, and state. Now, let's take a look at band. Band is the smallest unit of political organization. It consists essentially of association of family living together, not exceeding to few dozen and not larger than a tribe. These families live together based on marriage ties, common descendants, friendship affiliations, and members usually have a common interest or enemy. It is an egalitarian society. The power structure within a band is less hierarchical as member families are seen to be equal and there is no class differentiation based on wealth. Status is a function of age or gender, and they thrive by hunting and gathering. The leadership in a band is informal. It is accorded to members who possess certain skills and knowledge such as gift of memory, hunting or healing, or other special abilities. Now take note that as band increases in size, the tendency for conflict increases, which lead to band fissioning or splitting of band along family lines. This could also lead to social velocity, that is, the leaving of the band to form their own. Now let's move on to tribe. Tribes are larger than bands and more complex. This complexity results from the fact that the source of integration is no longer simply by informal forms of leadership presiding to govern kinship ties or friendship, but by a more elaborate way of organizing to settle conflicts to prevent the society from breaking apart. Tribes are often headed by a village headman, even though such a role does not have absolute political power. The headman derives his authority from having a senior position coupled with an ability to force others to obey him. Tribes are also seen as economically self-sufficient. Their economy is based on some form of farming or herding. The leadership is also informal and of temporary in nature. The third type of political organization is chiefdom. Chiefdom is a political organization that is more defined. It comprises of two or more local groups organized under a single chief who acts as head of the group. This chief comes from the elite family that ruled the group. Formal leadership exists and authority rests solely on the members of a select family. Power in chiefdom is inherited, and the status of one member is determined by his or her closeness and relationship to the chief. They who are closest are officially superior and receive special treatment from those in lower ranks. Hence, inequality in this group is observed. Social classes also exist and differentiated according to the level of their power in relation to the permanent ruler. However, class mobility can exist. It usually happens when one performs an extraordinary task or achievement. Chiefdom can be simple or complex. Simple is characterized by a central village or community ruled by a single family, while complex chiefdom is composed of several simple chiefdoms ruled by a single paramount chief residing in a single paramount center. Now, the last type of political organization is the state. It is a political unit consisting of a government that has sovereignty presiding over a group of people and a well-defined territory. In other words, it has four elements, that is the government, people, territory, and sovereignty. It is the highest form of political organization. Now, that's it for the political organization.